The universe, vast, ancient, and mysterious. We gaze at the stars and wonder, where did it all begin? For centuries, philosophers and scientists have grappled with this ultimate question. Today, we're going to explore whether science can truly explain the origin of everything, or if we're standing at the edge of an unfathomable abyss where reason meets the unknown. Buckle up, because this journey will take us from the fiery birth of the cosmos to the deepest questions of existence itself. The prevailing scientific model for the origin of the universe is the Big Bang Theory. Not the sitcom, the monumental event that marked the birth of space, time, and matter. Here's what the evidence tells us. In 1929, Edwin Hubble observed that galaxies are moving away from each other, indicating an expanding universe. Rewind that expansion, and everything converges to an infinitely dense point, a singularity. Then, in 1965, Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson accidentally discovered the cosmic microwave background, CMB, the afterglow of the Big Bang, which confirmed the theory's predictions. The math checks out. General relativity, quantum mechanics, and observational astronomy all align with this model. But here's the catch. The Big Bang describes the universe's expansion after the initial moment. It doesn't explain what caused it or what, if anything, came before. In fact, at t=0, our laws of physics break down entirely. So, is the Big Bang the full story? Or is it just the first chapter in a much deeper mystery? If the Big Bang was the beginning, what existed before it? Some scientists, like Lawrence Krauss, propose that the universe emerged from a quantum fluctuation, a random event in a primordial nothingness. In his book A Universe from Nothing, Krauss argues that quantum mechanics allows for particles, and even entire universes, to spontaneously appear. But here's the problem. Krauss's nothing isn't really nothing. He's talking about a quantum vacuum, a seething sea of potential energy governed by physical laws. True nothingness, absolute void, no space, no time, no laws, is a concept science can't even describe. Even the great physicist Sir Arthur Eddington once said, "The universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it's stranger than we can imagine." So, when we ask, what caused the Big Bang? We might be asking a question that science, in its current form, cannot answer. Now, let's talk about fine-tuning, the eerie precision of the universe's fundamental constants. The force of gravity, the strength of the electromagnetic force, the mass of a proton. If any of these were even slightly different, life as we know it would be impossible. For example, if the strong nuclear force were just 2% stronger, hydrogen would fuse too quickly in stars, and the universe would be devoid of heavier elements like carbon and oxygen, the building blocks of life. The probability of these constants aligning by chance is astronomically low. Some estimates put it at 1 in 10 to the power of 120. That's a number so large it defies comprehension. So, how do we explain this? There are three main hypotheses. First, the brute fact argument. It's just luck, no further explanation needed. Second, the multiverse theory. There are infinite universes with different constants, and we happen to live in the one that permits life. And third, the design hypothesis, that an intelligent mind set these parameters. The multiverse is a popular idea among physicists, but it's purely speculative. There's zero empirical evidence for other universes. The brute fact answer feels like surrender. And the design hypothesis? Well, that opens a door to something beyond pure materialism. For millennia, philosophers and theologians have argued that the existence of the universe points to a first cause, an uncaused cause. Thomas Aquinas's cosmological argument states, "Everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause." Modern versions of this argument, like the Kalam cosmological argument, are defended by thinkers like William Lane Craig, who point out that even an eternal multiverse would require an explanation for why it exists at all. On the other hand, skeptics like Richard Dawkins argue that invoking God is a God of the gaps fallacy, filling ignorance with divine explanations. But here's the key question. Is the idea of a necessary, timeless, immaterial cause really unscientific? Or is it a legitimate inference from the evidence we have? After all, science itself relies on the assumption that the universe is rational and orderly, an assumption that aligns curiously well with the idea of a rational mind behind it all. Science is humanity's most powerful tool for understanding the universe. But does that mean it can answer every question? Some mysteries, like consciousness, morality, and the origin of existence itself, may lie beyond the reach of pure empiricism. The great physicist Sir Isaac Newton, after revolutionizing our understanding of gravity, still concluded that the universe's order pointed to a divine intelligence. Similarly, today's leading thinkers are divided. Some, like Sean Carroll, advocate for a purely naturalistic worldview, where even the Big Bang is just one event in an eternal multiverse. Others, like philosopher David Bentley Hart, argue that the very existence of a rational, ordered cosmos suggests a transcendent source of rationality. So, where does that leave us? Perhaps the origin of the universe isn't just a scientific question, it's a metaphysical one. And maybe, just maybe, the answer lies at the intersection of reason and wonder. What do you think? Can science alone explain existence? Or is there something more? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep searching for the deepest truths together.